Okay, let's look at who hopped off Air Force One on the tarmac in Beijing. And right behind DT walking off the plane was 17 CEOs. Stop and ask yourself something. What are they even doing there? Tim Cook of Apple, Larry Fink of BlackRock, Elon Musk, Jensen Huang of NVIDIA, Steven Schwarzman of Blackstone, Kelly Ortberg of Boeing, David Solomon of Goldman Sachs, Cristiano Amon of Qualcomm. None of them were elected. None of them hold any government positions. None of them have diplomatic credentials. They are private citizens running private corporations. So why are they sitting at a state visit table with the leaders of foreign countries negotiating bilateral terms? Every one of these men on that plane, because Beijing have leverage over their business, not the other way around. Apple manufactures in China. Beijing can shut down their supply chain. Tesla, Shanghai Gigafactory only exists because Beijing approved of it. NVIDIA needs chip access. Boeing needs aircraft orders. BlackRock needs Chinese market access. Blackstone has billions in Chinese real estate exposure. The delegation is not a show of American strength. The delegation is an inventory of dependency. Now, here's the part I need you to clock. BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street, three assets managed firms, are the largest institutional shareholders in nearly every American company. And Apple, they collectively control over 20% of voting power. Okay, this is the same for Microsoft, Boeing, Tesla, NVIDIA, and Qualcomm. The same three firms again and again and again. So, when someone like Larry Fink flies to Beijing, it is not just BlackRock. He is structurally entangled with every other corporate interest on that plane. They didn't fly together because DT picked them. They flew together because they already are one class of capital that operates as one. This country has already seen this configuration before. The Gilded Age, Carnegie, Rockefeller, Morgan, Vanderbilt, private titans running American policy from behind the curtain. Then came the progressive era, antitrust laws, income tax, direct election of senators. The public reclaimed the republic by naming what they were looking at. But this time around, it is harder because the capital is intangible. It's index funds, it's supply chains, chip designs, and platforms. You can't break up an algorithm the way you broke up Standard Oil, but the structure is the same. A republic conducts foreign policy through elected officials accountable to the people, to the public. Treaties go through the Senate. The public knows what is agreed to. An oligarchy is when a small class of wealthy interests hold the real decision-making power. No matter what democratic forms still exist on paper, what you are watching on that tarmac is not a republic conducting diplomacy. That is an oligarchy showing its face. The flag is still on the plane, the president is still called the president, but the substance, the real question of who decides what America does and on whose behalf, has moved out from the formal institutions and into a private arrangement. No constitutional clause authorizes. Been tracking the same pattern. Consolidation, control, extraction. Capital consolidates inside three firms that vote shares across the entire economy. The class controls who flies on the Air Force One, who gets negotiated, what gets called a win, and what is extracted is public sovereignty itself. The American people still pay the taxes, still bear the costs, still vote, but the decisions about how the country interacts with the world are being made in a room they were never invited to. This is not a republic anymore. This is an oligarchy wearing a costume of one. The plane was the tail. I'm Girly Muhammad, connecting the dots the world needs to see. If you enjoy sipping on a little bit of geopolitical tea, don't forget to follow.